Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's good. Try this. Make this at home. This was amazing.
안녕하세요 from Korea. Welcome to the next 맛집. Today I'm cooking 도토리묵 sabal. Dotorimuk is acorn jelly, and Dotorimuk Sabal is acorn jelly with sort of a cucumber, cold broth, as well as a little bit of seaweed flakes on top. It's perfect for summer. We're gonna put ice cubes in the cold broth, and it's gonna be so good. Hot day outside, delicious ice cold food inside. Can't go wrong with that. Let's begin. The most important ingredient here is the acorn jelly. If you want, you can just go to the store and buy it. That's fine. But hey, I'll be nice to you today. I'll show you how to make it from scratch using acorn jelly powder. Now, you can buy that at the store. You don't need to grind down a bunch of acorns. It's pretty cheap and easy to get your hands on. And when you do, follow along with these directions. Half a cup of acorn jelly powder to 3 cups of water. Basically 1 to 6. And that'll make enough jelly. Put it with the water, give it a good mix, and do not skip this step. If you skip this step, it won't work out right. Stir it up nice so there's no lumps. Make sure the lumps disappear. You don't want lumps. And once that's done, strain it, because there's sometimes still some few lumpy parts in it. When you cook it later, those lumpy parts will be hard and it'll absolutely ruin your jelly. The consistency will be all off. So definitely strain it. And look, there we go. Perfect. The second most important thing is continuously stir. Just keep stirring. This only takes about 10 minutes. So just keep stirring and cook it on a slightly lower heat. Not too low because you do want it to go a little bit quick, but also not too hot or you'll burn it and it'll get stuck on the bottom. When it starts to thicken up and the first bubbles appear, put the salt in. Look how thick it's getting. You can see a bubble right there. And then just keep stirring it for about 45 seconds to 60 seconds more and it'll be finished. Easy. By the time it's done, it'll be continuously bubbling and you'll know it's done. You could do a little bit longer than that if you want to be sure, just to make sure it'll thicken and set properly. If you skip this step, it gets too runny. But look, see how it's running in? It's because it's still warm, so it's going to go in these glass jars. It goes in very easily, and then once it's set in the fridge, you'll see the difference. It's so good. It's just like jelly, right? It's like rubber, but delicious rubber. It's probably a bad way to describe it. But you know what I mean. It's good. So put this in the fridge, but you've got to leave it overnight. If you don't have time, just go to the store and buy acorn jelly. That's also a very easy way to do it. So after I've refrigerated this overnight, you can see what I mean earlier. Look, like rubber, like delicious, healthy rubber that you can eat. The best thing about this, it comes out of the container really easy. You don't have to do anything to the container before you put the jelly inside. It just comes out super simple. If you've got a deeper jelly than mine, you'll get sort of longer pieces or thicker pieces. Just base it on what type of container you have available. The deeper the better because you don't want it too thin and you don't want to cut it too thin or it's going to break apart when you put the jelly in with and start to mix it up with all the ingredients in place. So not too thin, but also not too thick. There, my jelly's done. I've cut it up. We're ready to prepare the other ingredients. I'm going to show you a quick broth that you can make that works really well for this dish. You can use any broth. You can also just go to the store and get sort of like a yuksu pack, which is like a broth pack, and just cook it using that. But I like to make my own because I always have a few spare vegetables lying around. So I'm just using these simple vegetables. You can sort of change some things. I recommend keeping the ginger because the ginger flavor is really good. It goes really well with what we're cooking here and it's sort of a good taste for the summer. Get the immune system up. Fry up your minced or your anchovies, put in the kelp and the other ingredients, give it a good little wee mix in the water, and then we're boiling it for about 10 to 13 minutes. While that's doing, we can prepare the other ingredients. You can use any kimchi. I've got some Yomu kimchi. That's sort of part of a kimchi set. There's other types of kimchi in this container, so we've got a few different types there. But just get some type of kimchi and mix it with a little bit of sugar. Give that a good mix, and that's going to add a lot of flavor to it. Any type of kimchi will do. You don't have to use the green kimchi that I'm using. You just can use regular cabbage kimchi, will be fine. And this is the seaweed that we're going to put on. These are dry, sort of seasoned seaweed. They've got this sort of seasoned with salt and a bit of chamgaram or sesame oil. It's very delicious and adds a lot to the dish. Slice up your cucumber. I'm using my grater to do it. And you want long, thin pieces, sort of matchstick size. And sesame seeds to put on top. Give them a quick grind, just gets a bit more flavor out of them, and that flavor will transfer into the dish, giving you a very savory, nutty taste. The more flavors we get into this dish, the better, especially these natural flavors. So it's about 13 minutes later, and my broth is ready. That is super delicious. So strain all those other ingredients out. You can smell the hints of ginger, got that sort of fish base to it. This is great. It does need to cool down a little bit before we use it, but before we let it cool down, let's put in our sort of flavors. Vinegar is very important to this dish, a bit of plum extract, soup soy sauce, just a little bit. Use the soup soy sauce so it doesn't get too dark. If you use regular soy sauce, it'll be too dark. A little bit of sort of garlic and some salt. At this point, of course, please taste it and then adjust to the flavor profile that you will look at. More salt, maybe a bit more vinegar. Once it's cooled down, it's time to prepare the dish. This is supposed to be a cold dish, so use those ice cubes. Pour it in with your acorn jelly. Look, ooh, very good. And then just add the ingredients on top. This is sort of kimchi. It's green, I know. Most kimchi is red. This is Dotorimuk kimchi. It's a different type of kimchi. There. Oh, and it's almost done. Sesame seeds on top. Don't forget that part. Once you've made the broth, it's really easy to just prepare this in the morning or whenever you're going to eat it. So, super simple dish that once you put the effort in to prepare the ingredients, you can just pull everything out and make it the next day or a couple of days later. Give it a try at home. And I'm going to taste it for you. Tell you how good it is.
Alright, let's eat this thing. Oh, I don't want to mix it up. It looks so beautiful. Ooh. Kimchi, cucumber. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Let's get one of them. Okay, they're hard to pick up, but whoa, there we go. It's falling apart. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah. This is great. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's good. Bit of ginger in there. Oh, this is amazing. If this is diet food, oh, I'm gonna be looking good this summer because I'm gonna eat this. This is great. I don't need that, I don't need any unhealthy food if I'm eating this every day. Try this. Make this at home. This was amazing. I don't know what else to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've got to eat this because I got to go out. It's a busy day today. Eat, get outside, enjoy my day. You enjoy your day. Cook delicious food, eat delicious food, and 안녕히 계세요. See ya.